this camera right here. See that?
Cool.
And we got chat open right here in case anybody says anything. Sometimes. This guy came in last time that was like, oh, I haven't seen Conan. Haven't heard anyone talk about or seen this game in a long time.
He knew what it was?
Yeah. Somehow. Alright, so do you want to play Conan the Barbarian or do you want to play Conan the Destroyer? Preference?
I'll play whatever's in front of me.
Oh, you want to play Conan the Destroyer. Okay. Toss me that back. Flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Flip it first. Tails.
It's heads. I'll go first.
What's this?
So that is your Conan. We're both Conan in this game. So it has a damage, it has vitality, it has health, and green is prowess, and that you see you'll have a die right there, 20-sided die.
Mm-hmm.
It's already set to your prowess value.
Okay.
The health is how much damage you can take before dying. The vitality, the bottom, the one in purple, it's basically how much you can heal at the end of your turn. And you heal with the cost of prowess. So you can heal at the end of your turn when it's during the rest step. You can remove up to that many points of damage from your Conan.
I'm still listening.
It's going to create any glare, I wonder. Probably. Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, we're doing.
Do you need a table to set your drink on? Don't put it on the table. It's not a big deal, I guess. You see the white line there?
Yeah.
That's the camera boundary. So try to place any of your cards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So take a moment to read the text in your Conan's text box. I think it should say something like.
It's getting so itchy for some reason.
What does your Conan say?
In what box?
The main text box.
It says mounted. If there's a region in play, your mounted moves are +1 initiative.
Okay, and then you have, for your barbarian skill, it's like reflexes, or is it instinct? Right? Does it say
Instinct 2.
Instinct 2. Okay, yeah, you might as well read that.
You may replace one move by discarding the original and paying for the new move with +2 prowess.
So I have the same ability, except it's instinct 1, which I guess means I only have to play +1 prowess. So you'll see when we get into combat that you're going to play moves without. You're going to pair moves from your hand, if you're Conan, against moves that I've played face down without knowing what I played. So you're going to basically take like a guess. And
maybe we can start with the basics. What do we do?
Okay, you draw. You're going second. So
why do I have 2 decks?
So your draw deck is going to be on your right hand side.
Okay.
That's the bigger one. And then your foe deck is going to be on your left-hand side. So go ahead and draw 7 cards from your draw deck, and I will draw 5 since I'm going first. So you drew 7. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you so the thing you really need to notice is the green background cards. Do you have any green background cards?
Yeah, I'm looking at items, actions, and moves.
Okay, so the green background cards are the actions, and you noticed it said action, and then on the other side of that green background number, there's another text, like it probably says action warrior or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that is like the subtype of action. That's the subtype of the type is going to be on the other side of the prowess gem. For your move cards that you can use as moves. So every card in your hand should have some symbols on the right and left side, right?
Yeah.
So those are basically what will be paired with other cards to see if they hit or not. And you can look at that diagram there. It tells you what they are and what blocks what on the back.
Okay.
So basically, it adds like a randomization factor. So every card in your hand can be used as a move. And so the only types of cards, you're going to only have 3 types of cards in your hand. Actions, moves, and items. It sounds like you have at least one of each in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So the move cards, like this one here, Death Blow, you see that says move. That's like a pure move. And then action cards have some other effect here, but you can use them in combat because they have symbols. But the most effective cards to use in combat are going to be the pure moves because they have some extra effect in the text box.
What's the significance of the placement of those little runes?
So, say this, you're always going to line them up like this with other cards. Like this, say for example, this card was played by a foe.
Why is one upside down and one not?
Because that's just how it works. Like if we were doing combat, the Conan would be in the middle, and you would have foes surrounding him. And foes have to play move cards facing the opponent or facing the Conan face down. You'll see. And then the Conan plays move cards facing the foes face up. So when they get flipped over, they're always going to be sort of pointing reverse directions. But then you match up the moves to see if it's a hit, basically. So it's a little bit of random factor added. But the thing I want you to think about, step 1, is looking at your actions, because you're the foe player, and the foe player can play actions during the Conan's turn. So look at your action cards in your hand, the green ones, and tell me if you see any with the subtype that says foe : warrior or foe : rest. Do you have any of those?
Yeah.
Okay, so those cards you can play during my turn because I'm the Conan player first. So take note of those because you have to play them during that step. Like if it's what is
during
it?
Not my turn.
Right, you have to play it at the correct time.
It says play during an opponent's warrior step.
Is it more because sometimes it's more specific in the text? It'll say like foe warrior.
Play during the survey phase. Search your foe's deck for a minor foe and play it into a zone.
Okay.
It must have the same keywords as one foe in that zone.
Okay, so I'll remind you when we get to my survey phase that you have that card, and then you can play it, and we'll demonstrate how it works for the camera. Okay, so I go first. It's my prepare step. During your prepare step, you can play allies and items. I have an item. It's a coin purse, but I can't play it because see right there, it says requires 2 scars. Now, you get scars by killing foes and moving them to your renown area, and that's how you win. You get 40 points of renown from foes that you slew in combat.
Cool.
Or you can win if your opponent's Conan dies before yours does. If he dies during his turn. So you can really never play any items during your prepare step or allies on the first turn because you never have any scars. So we're going to proceed past the prepare step, and we're going to go to the warrior phase. This is a game nobody plays, by the way. And during the warrior phase, Conan, my Conan, so I'm the Conan player, moves to the middle. And so one thing that's special about my Conan, well, first, let's just proceed. Now, you have your foe draw. You're the foe player, so you have your foe deck right there.
Okay.
Please draw 5 cards from the top of your foe deck, and you can lay them out face up in front of you. 5 of them. So you'll notice that the foe primary types on all those cards is major or minor foe. See any major foes in there?
Nope, all minors.
Oh, okay. Then if you had a major foe, you want to look at their renown values.
What are renown values?
That's the gold number.
Oh, okay.
So these are their combat relevant sort of values. The first 3, damage, prowess, and health, and then the number beneath that is the renowned points. And if you had a major foe, it might have like 5 renown. So the renown is sort of like their strength value. You can think of it as the gold number. So you have 4, 4, and minor foes are between 1 and 4. So these are the 2 strongest minor foes. Like if you were to rank them in strength, you'd have these guys over here, you'd have these 2 3s in the middle, and you have the 2 1 guy over here. So those are all the minor foes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you had a major foe that was like 5, like you'll see that next turn or whatever.
Sure.
You have to discard.
Why did I draw 5?
Because that's just the rule. That's
Yep.
just the rule. As the game goes on, I'll kill these foes and I'll get them in my renown point area. And I'll have, not only will I get the renown points, which I need to win the game, right? You need 40 or more, and to have more renowned than your opponent at the start of your turn to win the game. But you also get these scar values, okay? It might be too much information all at once, but the scar values, 1, 2, 3, every 3 scar points that you have in your renown area, you divide it by 3, and that is 1 extra card you draw during the foe phase.
Okay.
So, but I was trying to just describe how you play major foes. You don't have any, so it's a bad example, but every point in addition to 4 that they have in their renown value,
Mm-hmm.
you have to discard 1 minor foe.
Just to get them on the board.
Yeah. And then any minor foes you have left you can play. But you have all minor foes, which means you have to play them all, I think. No, you have to play at least 1. You have to play at least 1 if you can play 1. Let me just double check that.
Is that the only rule book you have?
Yeah. I have 2 of these actually, but so I'm pretty sure you're going to be playing all of those. You're going to probably choose to. So that's the smart thing to do. But let me just double check. Foe draw phase. The opponent reveals 5 foe cards plus 1 for every 3 scars, and the active player has in his chronicle area. These cards are revealed from the top of the opponent's foe deck The foe player chooses which foe cards to play. Foes with 4 or less renown are minor and are free to play. Foes with higher renown can only be played by discarding minor foes equal to the renown minus 4. This is their cost to be played. At least one foe must be played. If none of the revealed foes can be legally played, the active player may choose one foe from the revealed cards to face Conan in this phase. Any unplayed... Wait. If none of the revealed... The active player may choose one. Any unplayed foes are discarded. If the active player does not choose any of the foes to face, they are all discarded. And a new hand of foes is drawn. The opponent places foes one at a time into the play area. Okay, that's interesting. If none of the real foes can be legally played, the active player may choose one. At least one foe must be played. If none can be legally played, the active player may choose one. If the active player does not choose any of them, they're all discarded. And a new hand of foes is drawn. Okay, so you now are going to place at least one of these, because these are all legal to play. You don't have to play all of them against me. You probably should, because I'll take more damage trying to fight all these guys at once, right? But if you wanted, I guess you could just play one foe and discard the rest. Although I don't think that would make sense, because I would easily kill it, and then I would press on. So, sorry. Let me explain how this works. You're going to now place these foes around the Conan, and there's 4 zones. So in front of them, left flank, right flank, and rear flank. And the only stipulation is you can't place more than 3 foes in any one zone, and they can't be of a different type. So there's 4 types. There's human, there's creature, animal, and supernatural. See, it looks like you have all humans. So this is kind of fucked. And you have 2 veterans. These guys are both veterans, right?
Just
veteran?
Yeah, they are.
So you can put these guys together. You should put them together in the same zone.
What's the third? Like it's Aquilonian.
Aquilonian. That's the region that's the region that they're from, and it's just a keyword that could come into play. Like, oh, you know your Aquilonian foes take 1 less damage with this card. It doesn't really. Okay. It doesn't mean anything by default. But and then you see this guy's mounted, right? Same as your Conan is mounted.
Mm-hmm. You
have some move cards and shit in that deck, I think, that add special effects to mounted cards.
It says if there's a region in play, your mounted moves are +1 initiative. What's a region?
So there is 1 region card in that deck. I only have 1 region card. But the region cards, do you have a region card in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, there's only 1 region card. There's only 2 region cards in the whole set, and I actually pulled one of the 2, which I was happy about, because I could use it as an example. But the way region cards work is you play them on the active Conan. So yeah, it's in the rule book actually. That's the card that's in your deck, the region card. It's a very rare case where you're going to pull that card, but
okay.
It is relevant to your Conan. So I'll explain it to you real quick. The Conan player may play a region during their prepare step, and the foe player may play a region when foes are drawn. So you just drew your foes. If you had that region in your hand, you would play it on my Conan, and it would be like a debuff essentially that you're putting on my Conan. And this card, Conan deals +1 damage Unique foes deal +1 damage. Foe. After foes are drawn, if Conan is at 30 or more renown, you may remove Velocity of Kuxtal from the game to add a foe to your foe draw. So, yeah, that's how that works. So go ahead and but let me know if you draw your region, and then I'll remind you of when you can play it. Whether I think you're going to want to play it on my Conan and not on your own Conan. So decide where you want to. It doesn't. They're all human.
Yeah, so I just gotta go like this.
No, they always face Conan. And remember I said you want to play the veterans in the same zone?
But they're both human, I think, so you can have more of the one human in the zone.
No. You can't have more than one type in one zone. And since they're all human, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
It's kind of a weird example hand you first drew because there's no major foes and they're all human. They're all minor humans. And play the veterans in the same zone next to each other because they benefit from a certain... and you can't play them in the rear until you've played ones to the side. It has to like surround Conan. So yeah, that works. But from a strategic point of view, you want this Conan. Usually, you're going to play moves on all these guys before you end your foe phase. You're going to play moves with them onto like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't, you're going to do a process where you draw cards from your. You want to stack units in a zone, and the max is 3. So you want to fill up to 3 in a zone if you can, because you're going to play moves, and then I'm going to play moves adjacent to your moves that you play. And if I play a move, it's kind of a weird rule, but if I play a move in a zone, and it isn't adjacent to another move, every move it isn't adjacent to costs me 1 prowess. So if you have 3 guys in a zone, I'm going to take... I could play, for example, let's say you put these 3 guys here and these guys here, and then you played a move here, move here, move here. I could play a move here in between these 2 moves. But because it was not adjacent to this move, I lose 1 prowess. And then I could play another move over here, adjacent to these 2 moves. But because it wasn't adjacent to this move, I lose 1 prowess. So you always want to put 3 in a zone. But at the same time, usually Conans cannot, during combat, they can place moves in up to 2 zones per combat phase. So if you were to do something like this over here, or if I was you, I'd do something like this, maybe. In most cases, I would be taking damage from at least one of these zones because I wouldn't be able to block it or engage with the combat. You know what I mean? Following? So you're going to play moves. You're going to play a move face down here, 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 and here. And the Conan player, that's me, is going to play moves. Before they flip over, I'm going to play moves face up in 2 zones. No more than 2 zones. And the zones I don't play a move against basically is guaranteed damage because there's a good chance I block or I hit first with faster initiative, right? So, you'll get it, I guess, but...
So let's just move through some rounds and
okay.
You can explain the stuff as it happens, instead of preemptively.
Okay. But my Conan can play moves in up to 3 zones. So that rule doesn't apply in this with Conan the Barbarian. So,
okay, so what's next? We got the things arranged.
Yeah. So this is the that was the faux draw phase. You played your cards around the Conan.
And this is your turn, by the way. You're going first.
Yeah, but
I'm doing all these moves.
Yeah, you do like a draft type of thing as the faux player during my turn. And so you drafted your foes. You didn't really draft anything. You just took all your foes because you had all minor foes. But so that was the faux draw phase, and during the faux draw phase, you arrange the foes around the Conan. Then we move on to the survey phase. So now we're in the survey phase, and you have that action, right? The foes. So go ahead and play that if you can.
Okay.
Can you flick the switch for the fan light? I think it's the far right. Yeah, thanks. It's a little bit easier to see.
So there you go. Some Bolin Guard. During the Barbarian phase, Conan may discard
A wealth.
this guard by discarding 1 wealth from play.
I actually have the coin purse.
Oh, hold on.
No, yeah, you put him back there. That's the faux card.
Oh.
And you played that.
Oh, okay.
What does that say?
Play during the survey phase. Search your foe deck for a minor foe and play into a zone. It must have the same keywords as one foe in that zone.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a powerful card.
You may play up to 2 foes if they have mounted trait.
That's like super OP. Yeah. So yeah, I think you might
Is
have
that a search?
So this guy's mounted, right? It has the mounted trait.
Mm-hmm.
It said minor foe. Did it say minor foes?
Yeah.
Yes. So just search your deck, your foe deck, for a minor foe and play it into a zone. It must have the same keywords. So you need human. You need a humans because you only have humans.
Okay.
You may play up to 2 foes if they have the mounted trait, and I guess that still means minor. So, yeah. Did you find 2 mounted minor foes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! This is looking bad for Conan the Barbarian. All right, so this goes in your discard. Okay, so place those. You can place them here. You just can't place any one over here because there's already 3. But you could. There you go. Any other special things about any of these guys? I know what he does. Okay, your ranged move costs -2. This is during Barbarian phase, Conan discard wealth. That's the same guy, right? Yeah. And then his sword icons ignore shield icons. And it receives -1 damage. Okay, he's pretty good. I want to make sure I remember this shit when we're resolving combat, because a lot of times I forget and it messes up my whole sample thing. Alright, so now this is the survey phase. Now during the survey phase, Conan surveys the battlefield, and if he wants, he retreats like a coward. Of course, he's Conan and he does not retreat. So now, I'll read it to you real quick. Conan may now survey the battlefield, sizing up his opponents. If he wishes to retreat, he may do so at this time. If he does, combat ends immediately. The active player loses renown equal to the total scars of the remaining foes. So if I had a bunch of cards with renown, and I decided to retreat, you would add up all the scar values in black, and then you would take those cards from my renown area as like a penalty, but not above. So it's actually the way the rule works. It's equal or less than. You can't go over. So I'm going to choose to fight. Foe Foe move phase. So now you should have 6 cards left in your hand. Each foe must now play moves face down, with the top edge of the card facing Conan. Foes may play moves with a prowess cost equal to or less than their own prowess. Foes may also play moves with a higher prowess cost, but that foe will take wounds equal to the difference. You cannot play a move with a prowess difference that will kill the foe. If you do not have any cards that could be played for a foe without killing it, you must reveal your hand to the active player. Then look at the top card of your draw deck. If it can be played for that foe, play the move as normal. If not, it is discarded. You must draw again. If you do this 3 times and are unable to find a card that can be played by that foe, the foe is defeated and placed in the active chronicle area. Got it?
Yeah.
So play move cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to have to do that for one of these guys. You're going to have to.
Yeah, I mean, I only have 4 moves.
Well, all of your cards in your hand double as moves. You see
Right.
the green gem number in the middle? That's the prowess cost.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? So it's the symbols on the side that make them moves, right?
Okay.
Now, I was trying to explain that to you earlier. The pure moves, the orange backgrounds, are the most effective moves to use during combat. But every card you have in your hand can be used during combat. It's just a matter of, is the prowess too high or not?
Okay.
So play them face down, facing Conan and above, yeah. And is it within the prowess cost?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just make sure you're not. If you go over, you just have to take a damage, and you put a damage on the.
Is there any strategy to?
Sure. I don't really know. So these actually need to be kind of gapped because I'm going to play cards in between. Except for the veteran players. The veterans are locked. Shield and yeah, check the prowess cost. If you screw up and it would have killed him, then it doesn't count, and I just get the card basically. But you realize how the rule works, right? Like that card must have over 5 prowess if you don't want to. You just have to take damage. Like if it was over 3, you just take damage.
And so you can, as long as you have 2 health, they're not dead.
Yeah. So you'll take damage as you play it. So you play it on them, and then you put a point of damage, and I go, oh shit, that's a strong card that I'll know exactly what the prowess cost was by how much damage you take. Because if you go over the prowess.
Yeah, but I mean, you said it had to be over 5.
Yeah. If
I put 5 on there, he's gonna have 0 health. Isn't that dead?
No. If that must have been a 5 or more cost prowess, is what I said.
Oh, okay.
Because
You said more than 5. That's what confused me. Oh. Alright, so this is 5. So this guy takes 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
So you just want to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have 3 more cards, but 4 more units to play moves on. This is an intense first round. All the games I've played against myself, I've never had this many foes fucking arrayed against me round 1. All humans, pretty crazy. Alright, so you take 2.
Yeah.
Now, the veteran trait, let me explain it to you here. You see how they're locked together like this? There's gaps between everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're combat veterans and they have battle discipline. So I can't play a card between them, which is an advantage for you.
Okay.
You didn't go. Oh, okay. Taking damage. All right. So do you remember the special rule I read off? I rambled off to you.
Uh-oh.
So you have
because I don't have a card. I have to take this, and if it can be played.
Yeah, reveal it. Reveal it to me. Okay, 3 prowess. It can be played, so go ahead and play it. Actually, wait. Were you supposed to reveal it to me? Probably not, actually. My bad. That's okay, I didn't really see the symbols. If it can be played, play the move as normal. If not, it is discarded. And yeah, so you shouldn't have revealed it, my bad. So you decide, can it be played or not? And if it can, you have to play it. If not, you have to discard it and draw again.
Can be. This guy takes 1 damage.
Okay, so now we move on to the Conan move phase. It's my turn. Now
And your turn is all the time. But it's me playing it, which is weird.
I know. Now, I haven't looked at my cards at all. Shit, this is a brutal. I only have 5 cards. Let's see. Play when foes are drawn. Lose 4 prowess. Target foe player must discard 2 cards. Shit, maybe I should have used that. Whatever. Lose 4 prowess. You may affect all zones this round. Don't do that. They actually need to be kind of spread out. This is something I'm worried about with designing the UI for this game.
It's all the screen space you need.
Yeah.
You need pagination.
It's kind of like, all right. So,
how are we doing on time for Draft House?
it's 9:40. Move starts at 11. All right, so now I'm gonna actually try to think through this a little bit. So I start with 19 prowess. Let me replace. The problem is I don't have any fucking cards because it's the first turn. I'm probably going to have to retreat, but I think what I want to do is I can affect. You may play moves in up to 3 zones. So I'm probably going to fight in all 3 zones. Let's do... Is that your major foe?
I don't have any majors.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so I played him here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It costs 4 prowess. I played In Chains here. It cost 4 prowess, but then I take an extra 1. So I go from 19 down to 14 prowess. Okay. And then I'm going to play... Holy shit. Shit fucking card. Then I'm going to play this right here. 2 plus 1, so I go down to 11. Then I'm going to play this right here. 3 plus 1, 2. See how I'm fucked by the veterans here?
Mm-hmm.
5. Then I go down to 6. 11 minus 5 is 6. Okay. Then how much damage does he do? 1. Okay. I'll play that there. 1, 2, 3. Down to 3. Okay. I don't even want to use the prowess for that. All right. So that's the Conan move phase. After the Conan move phase, do you have any actions you want to play? No, right?
You don't have any cards in my hand.
Yeah. So, after the Conan move phase is the Barbarian phase. This is the last phase before Resolution, where we resolve the combat. So during the Barbarian phase, you can use this. Oh wait. I think at the end of the Conan move phase, you reveal, once Conan is done playing moves, all the foe moves are flipped over. This is all shit I have to program. It would be a lot easier to play this fucking game if it's programmed. The foe moves must still have... Okay, so I'm done with all my... Go ahead and flip over all of your foe moves.
Okay.
And we'll see how the symbols line up. No, wrong. We had a bunch of Conan move cards. See how it says Conan right there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, yeah. Conan.
What's that mean?
So, Conan, geez, 4 out of 5 of your move cards were Conan move cards. Basically, for the move cards, there's always going to be between like 0 and 2 effects in the text here. And usually it's going to be either Conan or some kind of foe. So your pure move cards are going to have typically some kind of special effect added to the move, depending on if you're the Conan player or the foe player. So since you're the foe player, this says Conan. Conan. Your 4 pure move cards. They're right? There, and there. Those are all Conan effects on that. See how that kind of fucked you?
Well, what is the significance of Conan?
If I were to have played those move cards, then those effects would have been in effect, because I'm the Conan player.
Oh, I see.
So a lot of these other move cards will say like foe. Instead of Conan, it'll say foe, or in addition to Conan, it'll say foe.
Okay.
And if it had said foe player on the move, you would have gotten those special effects. So unfortunately, we won't be even reading any of this text because it's not going to matter. And then the rest of the cards are not move cards, so there's no special. We don't need to read this text. We don't need to read this text. We don't need to read that text. But we do need to resolve the effects. And the Conan player chooses which zone to resolve first. I guess we'll resolve this one. Now, this is one of the last things really you need to learn about combat, and that's initiative. So this black number at the top here,
mm-hmm.
See those black numbers? That's basically how fast the attack is, and it's between 1 and 5. So faster attacks resolve first. And it really only matters for the Conan player, because if the Conan player can hit and kill a foe before he lands his hit, then he doesn't take damage. If the foe player hits him first, the Conan's dead, and he loses the game. So we're going to resolve this first. So your axe throw has 4, and your fists of iron have 4. Those are both pretty fast. This is my in chains with an initiative of 2, and this is my intimidating posture with an initiative of 3. So both of these moves are faster, pretty brutal, than my attacks. So they're going to land. I mean, if they were the same speed, they would have landed too. But so we'll start with this number 4. They're simultaneous, but just for the sake of going through the process, fists of iron. You have a fist down here. It is right here, bordering my move here. I have my 2 shields. My shields don't block shit, And even if they did align with your fist,
Mhm.
shields don't block grapple.
Yeah, I remember that from the little.
Yeah. So this hit lands, and you deal 3 damage to me. Pretty strong hit for your minor foe. And so you can remove this, I guess. Put it over there. And I don't do any damage to him with this card. Over here, your axe throw. It has a bow icon. And it hits first with 4 initiative, so I take 1 damage from him. So that's the number 4. Now we'll go to number 3. So we'll start with this one here. I have a fist. So this guy is hit with the fist, right here, and he takes 3 damage from the Conan. So that puts him at -5, so he's dead. So I get him in my renown area, and you can discard this, and I'll discard this. Okay. And then I played this move here. We're still resolving 3. This guy does 1 damage to Conan because he has faster initiative. And even if it was the same, I still would have taken 1 damage. Now Conan hits with 2 fists. So this is a special rule you have to understand. If you get 2 hits, or 1 or more hit, you do your base damage for one of the symbols, and then every offensive symbol that lands in addition to that, by default, does 1 additional point of damage. So technically, I'm dealing 4 damage to him, but I only need to deal 2 because he's already taken 1 damage. So we resolved 3. Now we're resolving 2 initiative, and finally I kill him. I deal 4 damage, and I kill him.
It's funny visualizing this one man going through all these people.
Yeah.
Surround him.
Yeah, it's good. It's good thematically. So now you get to choose what zone we resolve next. Okay, so we look at initiative first of all, see what's fastest. 3, 3, 3. So these 3 moves resolve simultaneously. I deal, this lands, I deal 3 damage to him. Holy shit, doesn't kill him. And all 3 of these land and deal 4 damage to me. So go ahead and put 3 on him. And Conan the Barbarian takes another 4. Putting him at 9 damage already. Okay, so that's resolved. This is my move here. This does 3 damage to him, killing him before these are able to land. So I don't take any damage from that because that had 2. So this is resolved. And then finally, this resolves. But this does not hit me because only one side, if I play a card next to a foe's move, only the side that I played it next to is resolved. If I had played a card over here, then this dagger would be in play the same as this boot. Now the boot and the shield are both the two defensive icons, so nothing happens as a result of this. Coin purse, and that's resolved. Oh shit! Somebody was supposed to take -2 damage. Or -1. Fuck me.
From what?
Everything. What did I hit him with? I mean, he's only got 2 health, and he already took 1 damage, right? Do you remember what I hit him with?
It's in your deck over there, right?
Yeah, I think it was the double fists. I think it was in chains. But it might have been the sword.
Chains was over here.
Let me look up the VOD real quick.
See, you have multiple in chains.
It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
But like, where's the -1 come from?
It's just a static effect. Like if you read that, he says he takes -1 damage. So I'm just gonna check the replay real quick. Because this is important. Okay, yeah, I had a sword. He had 1 damage, and he got hit by a sword, which would take 3 damage. And he has 2 health, so he's dead. It did not matter. Alright, I want to make sure I didn't fuck that up. So I want to do everything perfectly for the test cases. Okay. Now I resolve this over here. That's the last one, so, and he deals 2 damage because with this sword. So actually, you get to choose what side do you want to have resolve. The side that does damage or the side that does nothing.
Damage.
Damn it. Okay, so I take 11. This goes in your discard. Now, so that's the end of the resolution phase. After all zones have been resolved and any foe remains, all players draw cards equal to the number of remaining foes and allies and return to the survey phase for the start of the next round of combat. So, I can't believe there's still 4 foes. Draw 4 cards. And I draw 4. Now, please tell me, do you have any foe action cards?
How do you tell if they're foes or not?
It's the subtype, so it's the text on the right side of the green gem.
No, I just have warrior actions.
Okay. Alright. So we go back to the survey phase. During the survey phase, Conan decides whether or not he wants to retreat. And he only has 9 health. But he would have to be a total pussy to retreat from this fight, where this guy's already taken 3 damage, he's already taken 2, he's already taken 1. And I only have 3 prowess left, which is the real bad thing. But I have some low prowess cost cards. Let me see what I might have to retreat. I might die this in round 1 if I choose to keep fighting. Which would be hilarious.
I guess I'm pretty good at this game.
Play on one of your moves. You may lose X plus 2 prowess. What I need is to recover prowess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy fuck. I seriously only have 3. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it. Alright, so we were at the survey phase. I'm not going to retreat. So we go to the foe move phase again in round 2 of combat. So you may proceed.
Hmm?
We're in the foe move phase now.
So I put foes down?
No.
Or no, I attack again.
Yeah, you play the move cards face down.
Oh, okay.
And then, pay attention to their prowess cost.
Right. Oh. I did want to do that.
Yeah, there's a good chance I die here. Maybe not.
So the way the prowess thing works, right, is it's in excess of their current prowess that take damage.
Yeah, and their prowess regenerates every round of combat. Right. The green is the prowess.
Okay.
Conan's prowess does not regenerate until the end of the turn. I have to keep spending it.
3.
So this card must have been 3 or less prowess, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Shit, okay. Alright, I've only got 3. So I don't even...
Do I reveal these things, or what?
You wait until I played my moves. This is insane.
Seems weird that... Seems like it's entirely RG. If you
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what you're going into.
Yeah. Maybe not entirely. That's why I'm curious about this game. Because I like that there is that kind of RNG. Jeez. I don't need to do much damage to any of these guys, but this is insane. That would put me at... I have basically 7 health to play with here. Oh man. So I could do 1. I need fast attacks. Gosh. 4. 2. So I definitely want to use these 2. Damn it. He does 2 damage, he does 1, he does 3. And he does 2. Fucking crazy that he does too.
Why?
I don't know. Just it's a good. Seems like a good card. All right. He only does 1. He does 2. He does 3. I don't want to use that. I don't think I want to use that. Maybe I use these 3. I'll use this one over. Fuck. That cost 4 though. I think I'm gonna play this guy right. Yeah. For 1. So I'm at 2. And then I'm gonna play. I can't fucking use this. That's insane. Put me at 14 damage, but I could kill both of them. And then what do I do? Pay 2 to hit that? I mean, I have to. I have 0 prowess. I'm going to reset it to 19. Like, put it right here. I have 0 prowess. I played that, so I take 3.
What did you take 3 for?
The additional prowess. This was 5.
Oh, that you didn't have to pay for?
Yeah.
Okay.
2. This Conan is at 15 out of 20 damage taken. Go ahead and flip your foe cards.
This one says, when revealed, Conan loses 1 prowess.
Shit. It's fucking brutal. Yeah, quick slash.
Lightning slash.
That's brutal, man.
Play when foe moves out. Oh, this is not a move. This is just an action.
Right.
And this is a move, but it's Conan. And this is another Conan, I think.
Holy fuck, I'm dead, I think. I think I'm dead. That's 4? Oh, okay, that doesn't hit. That's 1. And then that's 3. Holy shit, it's gonna be close. I have 4 health remaining. And I think you're gonna do. Fuck. There's hope. I think. So, I have Instinct 1. You may replace 1 move by discarding the original and paying for the new move plus 1 prowess. I'm just seeing if I can win here. I can only take 4 damage. And you're going to hit me here for 4. With a faster attack. Shit. 3. Does grapple grapple? Blocks other grapples. But those are out of reach. Holy shit. That's insane. Alright, so for the sake of doing the test, I'm going to choose to resolve this side first.
Okay.
This is 1. This is 3. That's 3. So we hit simultaneously. You deal 2. Puts me at 18. I deal 3. Killing this guy. This deals. Holy shit, he dodges that. This does not land. This was not even close. Which zone would you like to resolve? All right. Okay. So this is the faster attack with 3 versus 2, and he deals 1, 2, 3, 4. So my Conan's dead.
The first turn is okay. Flat on his face.
Yeah, good game.
All right.
Wow, you're good at this game. That's hilarious. All right. Well, the foe player wins. I guess I should have fucking retreated and just taken a bunch of damage and no renown.
Yeah. What is it?
That would have made sense.
What does it mean for me if you retreat with all my stuff on the board?
If I retreat,
Because you I think you did, the way you explained it was you risked the renown that you had, but you didn't have any. My guy's dead yet.
right?
So
Yeah, if I had, so let's say for example that we were on the survey phase, and these 3 foes were left for me to fight, however much damage they had taken or whatever. Then we'd add up, and I had these 4 guys in my renown area. That's a good example. We add up their scars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you would look at my renown area over here, and you would take as many cards as you want or can with renown totaling 5 or less, because that's the scars that we added up.
okay.
Scars are pretty much always less than renown,
Mm-hmm.
but they're used for like situations like this, and their scars are
What
all.
does it mean to take? Just put it back into my hand or what?
It goes into your renown or your foe discard, I believe. So let me double check that. Conan move phase, barbarian phase, resolution phase. So it's the survey phase when he chooses whether to retreat. Survey phase. Loses renown equal to the total scars of the remaining foes. This is done by the foe player returning the foe cards back from the active player's chronicle area to their foe discards, up to his renown loss. Conan may now serve the battlefield, sizing up his opponents. If he wishes to retreat, he may do so at this time. If he does so, combat ends immediately. The active player loses renown equal to the total scars of the remaining foes. This is done by the foe player returning foe cards back from the active player's chronicle area to their foe discards, up to his renown loss without going over. Conan may not press on if he retreats. So we didn't get to talk about pressing on. We didn't get to talk about the rest step either.
Good, I like it. It's my minimal. Having to play this game minimally.
Yeah, you lucked out. You played as little as possible. A complete game, quickest game. And I'm surprised that I couldn't fucking get past, you know.
First draw
Yeah.
worth of foes.
If I had seen your foes, the original fight, right?
Mhm.
Round 1 of combat, and I said, this is too fucking hard, I'm going to retreat. I wouldn't have lost anything because I didn't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
But it would have been like you going first with a full hand of 7 cards. Because you had 7 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually the guy who goes first only has 5.
Okay.
So that would be the reason I would not want to do that. But
What's pressing on?
so let's say Conan slew all these foes. We went through 2 rounds of combat and he killed everything.
Mm-hmm.
I got everything in my renown space and he wasn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I could say, you know what? I've got 12 prowess left. I've got 5 cards in my hand. I haven't taken that much damage. I want to kill more foes this turn before I let my opponent take his turn. I'm going to press on. And basically, you just do another round of combat. You draw your foes. You just do another round of combat. So it's sort of like you want to kill as many foes as you can per turn without dying because you're racing to get to 40 renown points.
Yeah. But you only heal that purple amount?
You don't go to your rest step if you press on.
Mm.
You heal the purple amount during your rest step.
No, yeah.
And you can play rest action cards during your rest step. If you're the Conan player, you draw back up to 7 during your rest step. Basically just preparing you for your foe turn with 7 cards. And that's pretty much it. That's the game.
Interesting. Seems like there could be a lot of depth.
Yeah, you didn't get to see allies. Allies is a cool aspect. You play allies during your prepare step based on a scar requirement. And then if you have allies on the field, you can play moves from the ally. I think there's a few allies in that deck.
Blood Defiler. Meet your foe.
So you can see it's like, I know you don't play a lot of TCGs, but it's like a pretty fleshed out, complete, well-rounded game. You see
Is that
what?
a holo?
Yeah, that's one of the super rare, the ultra rares.
Cool.
Garwanga. It does more damage in the rear flank. See that?
Yeah, it seems like a rear flanker.
It's one of my favorite cards. It's like some insane priest. It's like gold color for some reason.
Yeah, it's like Persian. Kishan.
Yeah, that was definitely a risky. I should have retreated.
Thing of fire and earth.
I probably should have just retreated round 1. But I could have used this action card.
That's what we should do when I get the gaming PC going, is play some Age of Conan in it.
Yeah, maybe. I'd rather play that than RuneScape.